We made it just on time here. Thank you so much for coming to the OSU Museum of Art today for our fantastic showcase of Brummett Echohawk, an artist's journey. We are incredibly excited to partner on this project. Annually, we work with the OSU Art Department and History Department for the Museum Studies Exhibition class, where they curate something from our collection. This year, they took it a step further, not only working with multiple departments, but working with multiple institutions. And so this exhibition features not only works from our OSU Museum of Art permanent collection, but also the Zorro collection from the Edmund Lowe Library. And y'all have done just such an amazing job. We are so proud to host you here and introduce you. This project was led by faculty member Dr. Gonzalez, who is an art historian in the art department, and has done a fantastic job leading this group of students. So, Christina, I will turn it over to you to introduce them.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the opening reception. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I know it's a very busy time of the year, particularly students and faculty with the end of the semester. But it's such a special occasion, actually. We started off our museum exhibitions course this semester without a very clear idea of what we wanted to do. And we had a few topics, but it just seemed that not the easiest, because it was actually challenging, but the most, I think, fruitful exploration that our course could take would be to look at the archive of Brummett Echohawk. And we have several works at OSU in various locations, and they hadn't really been united before and showcased together. And because I have been in conversation with other kind of community partners and faculty members across OSU campus, particularly Dr. David DeAndrea, who's here, and Dr. Brian Hosmer, the head of the history department, who's here, we really kind of realized that Brummett Echohawk needed to be further explored, further celebrated, and looked at in a variety of ways and capacities. So I know that Dr. DeAndrea is leading an effort with the Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum to explore the beautiful drawings that Brummett made while he was part of the 45th Infantry Division during World War II. And those drawings are just spectacular. We were just in that collection not too long ago looking at them, and we can't wait to actually see them showcased in that museum this end of summer, early fall. So we decided as students that we would concentrate not on the World War II drawings, but actually on the works that were here on campus. So we selected 9 of those, and we're really proud of kind of installing them and showcasing them. The students worked very hard looking at various aspects of Brummett's life and legacy, and they wanted to share just a few words about that life and legacy with you tonight. So I'm going to introduce the first speaker, and that's Chloe Hart, who's an undergraduate art history student.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez, and thank you for all of your help this semester as well. So, this show, as we know, is all about Brummett Echohawk and his life and his artistry. Brummett Echohawk was born in Pawnee, Oklahoma in the year 1922. He had full-blood Pawnee ancestry, and his family and his community and the tribal customs that surrounded him had a major role in his upbringing. His family also had a history of military service, and his tribe also really respected the act of military service, so this also played a role in his life from a young age. He attended the Pawnee Agency Government Boarding School, and then he moved to New Mexico, eventually returning to Pawnee, Oklahoma for high school. Here at the Pawnee High School, he was captain of the football team, he made lots of friends, and he was known for his charismatic personality. His courage, his cultural pride, his creativity, and his work ethic all led him to accomplish many great things in life that would take him far beyond his small Oklahoma hometown.
proud to call himself both Pawnee and American. And so, when he was enlisted in the National Guard, his unit got moved over to active duty on September 16th, 1940, even before the outbreak of World War II. And so he knew that he was going to serve in the war. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it overseas, and he was actually a bit anxious about that he wanted to go overseas and serve his country and his nation. But he did make it over there, and while he was over there, he did many sketches of his fellow soldiers and those on the opposing side, as well as some maps of the areas that he was in. And some of these works really just show the realities of war, and they're very expressive. And most of them are actually created on scrap paper that he was able to find wherever he could. That picture on the right is actually on the back of the American Red Cross paper that he did while he was in the hospital, because even when he was injured, he was still sketching, and he was still eager to fight. He actually snuck out of the hospital while he was injured to get back to his unit, because he was really proud of serving in his unit, which was the 45th Infantry, which was almost entirely Native American. So we are just grateful to pay just a small homage to his time in World War II, because of the National Cavalry and Western Heritage Museum. So, these sketches and more are in a PowerPoint in the exhibit.
Oh, by the way, Echohawk literally went to SAIC in 48. Oh, I'm sorry. 48.
Echohawks. Oh, there we go.
It is really. Oh, man.
Okay.
Solid. Echohawk's comic showcased his quick wit. As discussed by Kristen Youngbull, Echohawk scholar, Little Chief was created in 1954 on the tail of the Western genre's golden age. Often single panels, these comics were an opportunity for Echohawk to softly counter racist stereotypes and connect back to his own community through humor. The inspiration for the comic itself came from his childhood and the adventures he and his friends had trying to entertain themselves. These comics were largely produced in Tulsa World, which made them popular in Tulsa and the wider Southwest. While offered the opportunity to reach a larger audience, Echohawk denied character syndication, as the people in charge wanted problematic changes to the project. And as Echohawk himself stated, these people miss the point of Native American culture and Indian humor. There have been 2 exhibitions of Echohawk comics. One was at the Fry Art Museum in Seattle called Little Chief, the comic art of Brummett Echohawk in 2001, and the other was in 2008 titled Out of Sequence, Underrepresented Voices in American Comics, which opened at the University of Illinois Curator Art Museum. While we don't have examples of his comic work at OSU, his humor is still encapsulated in the illustrations as part of this exhibition. I especially invite you to take a closer look at the work Lost His Pants, which you can view on the left side of the gallery. On display is Echohawk's incredible draftsmanship and understanding how to draw focus, using detail and fading to simplified forms. Both the detailed figure and simplified figure convey clear motion, which are a testament to his range and skill as a visual storyteller.
Brummett Echohawk's portraits and landscapes were his way of portraying not only his Pawnee heritage, but the history and heritage of the native tribes of Oklahoma. Echohawk's home
foundation, and all of OSU is not sure where it is. So that is why we created these flyers, just so there's an awareness of, a great artist such as Brummett Echohawk gave OSU a piece of his work, and it was lost. A Native American artist from Oklahoma's work was not treasured very well from Oklahoma, from OSU. So, yeah, the mascot. So that's what we kind of want to bring awareness to as well. Just to let you all know that this painting is no longer here, and we really wanted it to be a part of the exhibition, but sadly it is not.
And also, whenever he donated to OSU, it was worth $50,000.
Yes, and it's nowhere, no one knows where it is. So, yeah, if anybody has any information on that, please let us know, that would be great. But thank you guys so much for coming to this exhibition. Our class worked very hard on it. We're all proud of each other, we're very proud of all of us. But yeah, thank you so much, and
There's one more.
oh, I'm so sorry, Kristen.
Thank you.
Okay, so as Autumn was saying, and I will carry over, we wanted to thank you all very much for coming to our reception and coming and seeing our exhibition. We wanted to give a special thanks to everyone who's up here, and a shout out to, especially to the Echohawks and Hawk Nation. We really appreciate your enthusiasm and participation in everything that we've accomplished. So I'm going to leave this up so everyone can read it. But yeah, thank you to everyone who is here and everyone who's up there that is not here.
Thank you all. I hope you see the exhibition. If you haven't been into the gallery, please do that. Even if you have, hopefully you'll have some time now to revisit it with what you've learned and to really kind of study these works individually. The students and myself are here also to mingle and answer any questions you might have. If there are art history or other OSU students in the room who would like